Picture it. You step into the elevator already thinking about lunch. The doors start to close, and at the last second, a hand stops them. He steps in. It's him, the CEO, the person whose name is on every all hands, invite you never reply to. The doors seal. It's just the two of you now, and a number counting down. Whatever happens in the next 30 seconds, he will remember. The only question is, as what? The doors close, and suddenly it's just you and the CEO, 30 floors, no escape. And what do most people do? They talk about the weather. In that one sentence, you just labeled yourself another subordinate filling silence. But that same 30 seconds, used differently, can do what 6 months of emails never will. This is how you turn the most awkward moment in the building into the one that gets you remembered. Here's why the weather is a trap. It's not that it's boring. It's what it signals. When you reach for the safest, lowest stakes thing in the room, a senior leader's brain files you instantly. This person thinks small. They're not judging your words. They're reading your altitude. And weather, traffic, crazy week, huh? That's ground level. You've told them without meaning to that you don't operate anywhere near where they do. Now think about what's actually happening in that elevator. Your heart rate spikes. Your palms go. Your brain screams, say something normal. That's 30 seconds of pure stress. But flip it. A single sharp exchange with the person who runs the place, that's a warm introduction money can't buy. No gatekeeper, no calendar, no let me loop in my assistant. The return on those 30 seconds done right is enormous. Most people spend it apologizing for existing. And here's the part almost nobody notices. The elevator is the one place in the entire company where the hierarchy quietly switches off. There's no desk between you, no title on a door, no meeting agenda. For 30 seconds, physical proximity does something your org chart never allows. It puts you side by side as two people. That window is rare. It closes when the doors open. The question is whether you use it or waste it. So here's the reframe, and it changes everything. Your goal is not to impress them. It's not to pitch yourself, and it's definitely not to shrink. Your only job in those 30 seconds is to signal one thing, that you think at their altitude. And you do that not by talking about yourself, but by the questions you ask and the things you notice. Let me give you the exact moves. Move 1. Kill the weather and open with an altitude question. An altitude question is about the business, the direction, the vision, never about you. Something like, what's the one thing you're most focused on this quarter? Or what surprised you most about where the market's heading? You're not asking for a favor. You're inviting them to talk about what they actually think about all day. And senior people love that because almost no one asks. Move 2, the informed observation. This is what separates you from everyone else who read a networking article. You reference something real. A move the company just made, a shift in the industry, a decision that's actually in the news. That acquisition last month, bold, curious how it changes the roadmap. In one line, you've proven you're paying attention at a strategic level, not just clocking in. You've shown depth without ever saying the word I. Let me play the whole thing out, start to finish, so you can hear it. Doors close. You give a small nod. Not a nervous grin, just a nod. 3 seconds of silence is fine. Let it be. Then, I saw the team shipped the new onboarding flow. The drop-off numbers must be interesting. He answers. You listen, you don't interrupt, and you add one thing. Makes sense. Curious whether that changes the priorities for next quarter. He answers again. Doors open. Really good to meet you. You step out. Total talking time under 20 seconds. Impression left enormous. Move 3, and this is where discipline wins. Be brief. You get one sharp thing. Ask your question, make your observation, then stop. Let it land. Let there be a beat of silence. The instinct, when you're nervous, is to fill every second, to keep talking, to over-explain. Don't. The person who says one precise thing and then holds calm looks far more senior than the one who nervously fills the whole ride. Leave them wanting more, not relieved you're done. Move 4. The graceful exit. The door's open, and this is the moment most people fumble. Don't linger, don't trail off. Close clean and plant a thread. This was great. I'd love to hear how that plays out. Or simply, good to finally meet you properly. You're not begging for a next step. You're leaving a door open. And because you were sharp and brief, you're the one they'll actually remember when your name comes up later. Now, the fastest way is to blow it. Don't pitch yourself. The second you start selling, the window slams shut. Don't ramble. Nerves make you talk, and talking makes you smaller. Don't grovel. Excessive flattery reads as weakness, not respect. And whatever you do, don't ask for anything. Not a meeting, not a referral, not a "can I pick your brain?" The whole power of this move is that you want nothing. You're just a sharp person, noticing sharp things. Now, what if he's cold? What if you ask your question and get a flat, one-word answer, and the wall goes back up? Don't panic and don't chase it. A senior person testing whether you'll flinch is common. You simply nod, hold your calm, and say nothing else. Silence you're comfortable with reads as confidence. The person who fills that silence with nervous chatter fails the test. The one who lets it sit and steps out with an easy "good to meet you" quietly passes it. Here's why this matters far beyond one elevator ride. Senior leaders talk. The next time your name lands on a list, a project, a promotion, a room you weren't in, someone might say, "Oh, I know them. Sharp. Asked me a great question once." That's it. That's the whole game. One 30-second exchange becomes a piece of your reputation, working for you in rooms you'll never see. Influence compounds, and it often starts somewhere this small. And understand what you're really practicing here. Executive presence isn't a title you're handed. It isn't your job level. It's a signal, the way you carry a high-stakes moment when everyone else gets small. Every time you choose the altitude question over the weather, you're rehearsing that identity. You're teaching the room and yourself that you belong at that level. Long before the promotion, you can start sounding like the person who's already there. So let's lock it in. Kill the weather. Open with an altitude question about their world, not yours. Add one informed observation that proves you're paying attention. Keep it brief and let it breathe. Exit clean and leave a thread. And want nothing. 4 moves, 30 seconds, 0 asks. And there's a quiet move most people miss, the follow-through. That same afternoon, send one short specific note, not a pitch, not your resume. Just enjoyed the quick chat about the onboarding numbers. This piece is what made me think of it, and a single relevant link, 10 seconds of their time. What you've just done is turn a 30-second elevator ride into a name they now associate with substance. That's how a moment becomes a relationship. The doors are going to close on you again. In an elevator, a hallway, a coffee line next to someone 3 levels up. Most people will freeze. Now you won't. Because you know the weather was never the point. The altitude was. Next, I'll break down the exact words that make you sound senior the moment you speak in any room. Subscribe, and I'll see you there.